on. All right, first things first, a huge chunk of me entering Palestine was cut out, and for a pathetic reason, if I'm being honest. So, I'm a Palestinian, so I have a Hawiya, which is a Palestinian passport, which essentially is a way for Israel to keep track of all of us, right? Now, I can't just enter straight to Palestine. What I would have to go through is first land in Amman, Jordan, stay there for a few days, depending on what days the Jisr is open. The Jisr is essentially the border, or at that, the Jordanian border. After we get through the Jordanian border, we have to go through the Israel border, which they could deny your entry, which a lot of times they do. Then, after that, finally get through the Palestinian border. Now, the disaster all begins at the Jordanian border. People are living in poverty, beggars every step of the way, soldiers surveying you every step of the way, people in long lines, it's hot, it's muggy, it's humid, people sitting on top of each other, luggage is all over the place, luggage is in these piles of like cages where they're essentially done so they either get lost or destroyed. Then you finally got to get through the Jordanian border. Now, I'm recording clips of the conditions of the Jordanian border so y'all can see what I have to go through to enter Palestine and what a lot of Palestinians have to go through to enter Palestine. As I'm about to step out of the Jordanian border and finally get through, I feel a big hairy hand on my shoulder. I look back like this. All I see is this dude with a rifle in his hand, a fat mustache covering his lips, and he's telling me, obviously full conversation in Arabic, "Let me see your phone." I'm like, "Is there a reason?" He's like, "Go to your camera roll." I open the camera roll. I already know what he wants. I select the clips that I recorded of the inside. I don't want to select everything of my whole trip, so I delete those specific clips, right? Now, I thought I'm safe. I'm free. I'm walking away. I'm like, all right, I'm just going to recover it from the recently deleted. The soldier wasn't stupid. He tells me, which means do it one more time. Do it again. Go to my recently deleted. Delete all the clips. He basically like low bros me. He suns me. Taps me on my shoulders, smiles like a little smirk. I could see it like through his mustache, those little big hairs, and just walks away. Gives me like affirmation like, "Oh, good job. You did the impossible." Anyways, after that, I'm pissed off. We finally get to the Israeli border, which is even worse than the Jordanian border, right? You got people on long lines again, people sitting over each other, people trying to cut, people trying to get through. And they got these like metal fenced like lines where it's like zigzags where like you're like squished on top of each other. Then you got people waiting upon hours just to get their luggages checked through the scanners, which they do like these long pauses on purpose just to like psychologically mess you up. And after they scan your luggage, they throw them in these other cages where they're all piled up again, where your luggages get lost, where they get thrown out, where they get destroyed on purpose. Then you have to get on this bus that's crowded with a bunch of people in these long lines where people are trying to hop on the bus and go to the next stop and all this mess, right? Then after that, they interrogate you. Right? They're at random. They'll pull somebody. They can interrogate you, which could take up the whole entire day. I've had an uncle that got interrogated for no reason for like a good 6 to 12 hours. Right? This is normal. It's normal for us Palestinians, right? Because what they want to do is they want to do everything that they can do to make you not want to come back. And after the interrogation, you finally have the last step where you basically get approved entry into Israel, which they could deny your entry. Right? And then after your entry, you go to the Palestinian border, which I swear to God, only took like a few minutes. Nothing. It was empty. And then that brings us back to this drive.